Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, August 26th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So as you can see, a lot of digesting going on inside of the base of the price probe, price spike, as the market shot up in the last 30 minutes of trading as they attempted to take back that large gap. We didn't think it would get filled the first time. It did not. Now, on a normal day, we would certainly say trading inside where the market spiked from is bullish, right? As it's being accepted. We're 14 wide all the way up at 95.50. However, you got Powell speaking at 10 a.m. this morning. So I'm wondering if all of the next 90 minutes of pre-market and the first half hour of trading, if all we're going to do is stay in this area and then the market's going to make its move once he starts speaking, or again, when he's done speaking. I don't know how long he speaks for. Triple Qs right now are actually trading below where they spiked from. As you can see, they're below C's high, right? They basically have a double distribution this morning from overnight. He is yesterday and this morning, last night, and now here we are here. As far as the Russell is concerned, same thing. Now, they didn't have much of a spike like we did, but again, firmly back inside the day's range. So again, a lot of that was short covering, okay? A lot of that was short covering. So it's the market's direction, I think, is we're going to get a pretty good idea by today's close. Overnights right now, SPY is 419.56 is the high, 417.39 the low. ES is 4200.50 is the high, and 4180 is the low. So we talk about game plans. Well, if we're trading around this level, whether it's now or at 9:30 prior to Powell speaking, I guess you could really use this level as where these algos are going to set between where the base of the price probe, value high, overnight high, and yesterday's high. How much are they going to want to do prior to that? It all remains to be seen. So any push up, you could take a short against these two levels. Push down, you could take a long against these two levels. Once these levels get breached, the game plan changes, right? Why? Because then our checklist sheet will change. If you do get below value high and take out the overnight low, well, now all of a sudden sellers would have overnight low and value going from higher to possibly overlapping a higher. If you go up and take out the overnight high and the high, well then the checklist goes to the buyers. You'd still have higher value. You would have taken out the overnight high, and now you're coming out of a 4-day balance to the upside, even though there's a gap above us. You see all the context in that? So that's why I think by today's close, we're going to have a pretty firm grasp on what this market wants to do for the next month until the Fed does meet. Okay, after today, you still have Labor Day holiday. A lot of people still take vacations. So over the next 4 weeks before the Fed meets again, this market could drift in the direction of whatever today's tone sets. If it's above here, we're going to go fill that gap and probably the other gap and attempt to trade higher above May's high. If it's to the downside and this fails, then you're going to take all the basic steps needed. You're going to get to the bottom of our 4-day balance, which will be a 5-day balance including today. If that doesn't hold, then it's going to be around that 406, 407 level, and then below that, again, the very visual 4,000 level. That's what's going to happen. So today we should get a good idea of it. So you might get a lot of chop in here. You can still take those plays I said, and then adjust when the MGI is either in the bull's favor or in the bear's favor. Can't be any clearer than that. We will recap all of these indices tonight and their charts. I really appreciate all the likes and subscribing to this channel. It's free, and for $1 a day, my room gives you this, a live webinar all day. So here's what we're talking about. Here's the daily, right? If the market is digests whatever Powell says today and is able to take out yesterday's high and stay above it, well, we're going to start migrating higher, fill this gap, and test the 200 again and be above May's high, or attempt May's high. On the flip side, if they're not too thrilled with what he has to say, we're going to roll over. First step is the bottom of this balance. If that doesn't hold, then we're going to go down There's the other weekly low at 410 and change, and then the bottom here, which is around the 406, 407 level. And again, if none of this holds, we go and test the 50, maybe. Well, for sure we'd test the 4,000 level, and then we'd see what happens at the 50-day moving average. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap the day and the week at 4 p.m.